Hello, this is Builder Shed here, and today we are taking a look at Feren OS. And Feren OS, I think is an Ubuntu based distribution. I'm not too sure. Hold on, let me go check Distro Watch for that. My bad. Okay, so looks like my instincts were right. It is based on Ubuntu. Though, to be honest, I think if I were to guess, it's probably based on Ubuntu LTS. It was based on Linux Mint. Oh, so yeah. Semi-rolling. It was rolling release for like a couple versions. Dang. So let's go take a look. So I haven't installed it yet, and it already gives us this. Let's go start tour. Also, just to let you know, we did some changes automatically. FerenOS detected that you are running in a virtual machine, and it is therefore a minor change to its settings in order to improve the performance of FerenOS on such hardware. The change itself is that Xrender is used as the default compositor. This is in order to reduce the CPU usage in virtual machines to make FerenOS more responsive. So that's overall something you do not see in many Linux distributions at all. Anything by default to help out with virtual machines or anyone using a virtual machine, because if anyone who's ever used a virtual machine with Linux knows, you install a Linux distribution, it never installs with any form of guest tools. You have to install the VMware tools, which are usually in the repositories, or you have to install the guest editions for VirtualBox separately. Some distros come with them, and some distros include them in the ISO, but those are rare. I'm just pointing that out. This one's like, hey, we did some changes automatically, blah, blah, blah. It'll give you two options. If you're using VirtualBox, click install guest editions. If you're using VMware, click install VMware tools. I'm using neither, but I'm using Liber, which thankfully requires neither for my case. Transfer files from Microsoft Windows. You're currently running FerenOS in what is known as a live session. So the place where you could access multiple FerenOS features before you install FerenOS, as well as actually install FerenOS to your computer. If you're coming from Microsoft Windows, you can use the transfer tool to back up your files before you install FerenOS, so that you could restore them later once you're in your installed copy of FerenOS. So that's already another really good thing, to be honest. So let's pull that up and see what that is. Alright, one thing off the bat, you choose Vivaldi, and for one, I recommend everyone to try Vivaldi at least once. It's a really good browser from what I've tried. And no, I'm not even sponsored, so any Jimmies that try saying I'm sponsored or I'm shilling, no. I actually am a general fan of the browser from what I've seen. Yeah. In fact, it was made by some of the ex-co-founders of... One of the co-founders of Vivaldi was the co-founder of, I think, of Opera. And everyone knows Opera's been going down the gutter. So yeah. So blah blah blah. Video guide. So it has some guides as well. Backup data, restore data, mounted drives, all this stuff you can read through if you really want to. So yeah. How to use transfer tool? What preparations are needed? So I'll literally have a separate web page for that. Turn off fast startup. No one likes fast start, to be honest. Making room for FerenOS. Blah blah blah. Bada bing. Turn off secure boot. No one likes secure boot. Turn off things that no one likes, literally. So yeah. So you can open up the transfer tool right here. Here. And I'll literally give you the option. And I'll give you the option to click install. So now it's install. And it uses the Calamares installer. Quite unusual for an Ubuntu based distribution, which usually uses a variation of the Ubuntu's own installer. So scan through, let's click next. We're just going to go with erase disk since there's nothing on this. Let's click install. And it's going to go through with it. Now it's just saying welcome to FerenOS. Sit back and get a cup of FerenOS is not getting ready. You'll be able to check it out FerenOS in no time. Log on, so you can go get yourself a cup of coffee, whatever. Cup of coffee, whatever. Sir. I'll be back once this thing is done doing this whole thing. Hold on. I'm actually going to see what was supposed to be after that, actually. So. Those you just easily get to later. So I'll be right back once the install is done. So it looks like FerenOS has gotten done installing. We rebooted it, but it looks like the full setup is not done yet. We still got the second half, which seems to be something that some distros like do. Other distros like to just shove in the normal installer. Looks like FerenOS chose to do this post reboot, so yep, let's click next. Location. Let's go central. I like my international type keyboard. Choose my normal password. And then we just set it up. And we should be ready right after this, if I'm not to be mistaken. Just gonna take a second, right? Yeah. Okay. Now it's loading it up. So now it's doing those remaining things real quick and running a locale config operation, figuring locales, etc., etc. I'll come back to when this is done. So now it seems to be rebooting my computer, well, the virtual machine, of course. So, yep, looks like something we have to really expect out of it. Yep. Now it looks like we are just about ready to use it, so let's type in our password and let's go forward with it. And right now it should be loading up the desktop, which should not take long at all. So now it's actually loading in. So I do not know what was the issue really with the prior one. It was just stuck on a black screen. So yeah, I knew it wasn't XFCE because XFCE seems to have a big issue with... XFCE seems to just have a big issue with VirtIO graphics for some reason, so yeah. So it should be loading KDE up in a second. So now, looks like our first window on this has popped up, so let's click Start Tour. To let you know we did some changes on automatically, blah blah blah. Same window we had prior, install VMware. Basically the same procedure I explained earlier. We can click skip. Oh, well, the difference here is that this would actually install in the, like, post installation, so yeah. Transfer your files to FerenOS. If you backed up your files before use the transfer tool before you install FerenOS, now would be a good time to restore your files. Good mention. Get third-party codecs for many types of videos, music, and more. This is very highly recommended. So I'm just going to just get that on here. And yeah, it shouldn't take long at all. So yeah, I'm going to see if I can skip this because it is getting annoying right there on how slow it is. Oh my, you cannot be kidding me. Oh, guess what? It actually chooses to load up now. Yeah, I do not know why Feren chose to load up the desktop environment. Chose to take forever to load up a desktop environment. That's just weird to me. So yeah, let's just... So yeah, can this thing just load up? There may actually be a reason for this. Hold on. Starting to think about it. No, actually. Yeah, this has absolutely no reason to be taking 10 years. This is just getting annoying. Yeah. Okay, now this seems to have loaded up. Okay, now. That was a little bit, but Well, I thought it was going to take 10 years, but nope. It actually was quick, so. Well, you showed up. You took a bit to show up, so. Close you out. That thing is still taking forever. So now this is on 1080, and I'll be right back once this is done. Probably at the end of the century. Phew, finally. So yeah, this looks like it's fine. So it's finally gotten itself done installing that. So that gives us the option to look in the store. So let's take a look and see what the store is all about. Looks like a fork of GNOME software from the looks of it. Or Ubuntu software. You install Krita, which is on here by default. Inkscape. Let's get that on here. So, alright, we got a pretty good software center on here, which is very nice. GIMP on here by default? Nope, but it has Krita. The irony. So, yeah. We got Flatpak as an option too. So Flatpak is on here by default, which is really nice. It just opens up the amount of things that get on here by a lot. Entire system tools thing's pretty large as a whole as well. Aptitude, terminal base package manager, nah. Vagrant. And other things. Add user, remove grams. Oh yeah, that's a command. User setup, etc. Like sound, video. So it looks like you got a pretty. And plus, this has Ubuntu as a repository. I'm sure this uses Ubuntu as a repository, so you got a pretty good list of apps off the bat. So, yeah. Let's click out of there. Oh, wait, no. I'm not quitting out of there. There. Let's click next. So there's a theme mode. Let's go with dark. Because I am the fan of all that is dark mode. Yeah. It's taking a little bit. Oh. Innovate yourself, you're taking a little bit. And then you get KE Connect, which I've used before. Not had much of a problem with it, but needs a little bit of work. Reduce eye strain at night. Got that as an option. And all done. Click enjoy and you're good to go right now. So you got that. Vivaldi is your default. You got the App Store. System tray over here, system maintenance, blah blah. You got your time stuff up here. Pretty nice and unique layout overall. Not your standard dock and menu bar type layout. I'm not the biggest fan of dock menu bar layouts because it just makes me feel like you don't have a lot of room on your desktop when you have something all the way up here, unless it's a tiling window manager. Then yeah, when you have like this where it's like just more open, it just feels like I have more freedom. But it kind of starts going out the window when all the windows now are just start being made for people with 4K monitors and crap. Like when the window title bars are like big now and crap, like geez, Why can't we just have it in the size of like how they used to be? So I fit 5 instances of this on here. But yeah. So as you can already tell, this uses plasma, but yep. You got gearing, you got VLC on here by default. Bet you haven't heard of VLC in a while. System settings. All applications. Now we're gonna look through this. Graphics, image magic. Yeah, I've never cared about image magic. Now, Ocular and LibreOffice Draw. Some other stuff. Browser manager, so you can change your web browsers here. You also got Remina if you want to remote to a desktop. Cheese, which is basically your webcam thing, and media player is your SVLC. Your standard Office applications. Settings. You got Synaptic. Software sources, update manager. Which I think these are probably better added to favorites, to be honest. Also edit things such as login window, language settings, etc., etc. Here's some maintenance. So you got literal troubleshooting application. This would be interesting. Ooh. So terminal does not look to be obvious until you go down here, which I think is a nice thing. We don't need. I don't think we should be shoving the terminal right at the right in the new user's face. Got a system monitor, our little task manager right here. Some other stuff. So it's all language packs. I don't speak British. I speak American English. So I'll set that up. So yeah. We got that. You also got some other stuff. Ooh. Now this. Now this, I dig. I dig this, man. I dig this. Holy. Oh. Man. I dig this. Yeah. I just dig it. I dig it. Okay. Load yourself up. Now load your software up. That's not full and classic yet. Application style. Let's see what else there is. FerenOS. It got the full-on Windows 98 setup. I love it. Oh, it ain't full-on Windows 98 till you apply the MS Windows 9X theme, go plasma style, I'd say. Just classical? Bro, that ain't even classical, man. Gotta do a bit better than that for classical. You Yes, again, got a free pass right there. You gotta go with plastic. Like fonts. And you gotta disable anti-aliasing. Close that trash. And load up settings. I introduce you to the classic theme. Looks like dog water. Okay, let's set these back to normal. We had enough fun making this look like Windows 98. Back to Feren, you go. Yeah, we're already on the 25-minute mark. We've been wasting time, man. Window decorations. Let's go back to global theme. We got doors. Let's click apply. I really wish, though, they would allow people to make new application styles, though. That actually make things better. They need to do that. I made that easier to do without needing Phantom. Doors. Mac and cheese. What are you? Oh, this is the Windows 11 theme. Oh yeah. Oh my, I love how they mocked the Windows wallpaper with that. Jeez, that has to be one of the best things I've seen. They got it all spot on. Jeez, man. They've just gone beyond Chad. Tablet mode? But yeah, the fact they got all these layouts, I just love that. Oh, we're just... I mean, this is just getting too fun, to be honest. And okay, now it's set it to human. No, not human yet. It's set to tablet mode. Full screen. Onboard. Okay. Oh, so that's what it's like. Let's head to desktop and window layout. I like how they've done with the KDE layout. It's right here, just to make it easier for like all the people coming from Windows, Mac, Ubuntu, etc., etc. and some just for fun and our stuff. I guess there's about to be a dock. There's about to be a menu bar and a dock popping up over here. Well, a menu bar and a panel. I told you. I told you so. The jellyfish. And then Mac OS layout. Let's go with that one. That'll be the last layout we try, and let's see what else, what other final stuff we can find, and that'll be the end. And I'll rate this gold. So it's now doing that. So yeah, this load up. I think I may have found part of the problem here. If I can load up the K runner, if that can run. Come on! Just show yourself, mate. Okay. Now it's showing. So if this is a pretty Mac-like layout. Okay, human dark. Set this to that. Nah. Okay, so what we do, we edit the dock. As this should not be all the way over here. That's not what you see in Mac OS. Nope. The dashboard goes over here, okay? Whoever made that needs fired. I just stated an obvious truth. Oh yeah, let's see what else there is. Like, before we end this off, and software sources. Let's select by images. Apply them. Update apt. So this is based on focal. Oh, you cannot be serious. You got web browser manager right here. It's Google Chrome. Why is it a cat? Is it supposed to be a web browser or something? Opera, if you want that. And yes, I did get Opera GX run on Linux the other day, and it runs like a normal web browser until you get like 5 minutes in, and then it crashes for absolutely no reason. Maybe if I'm guessing after some wine updates, it should go normally, but yeah. Falcon is a pretty good web browser though for a Linux only web browser, so I will say that. That Brave, I think, is a bit overrated, to be honest. I think their focus is more deep in crypto, to be honest, at this moment. At the moment, they're way too focused in crypto. And the dang crypto bros, I swear, man. Update cache. Shut up. You got update manager. Welcome to the update manager. Okay. So we got all the updates right here. So that's where you update your system. A lot of stuff. So yeah. So let's look for Feren. So right here you got the welcome screen. So let's click the welcome screen. Here's the FerenOS welcome screen. Got Snap apps and store include Flatpak apps. So Snap support is not. So would you like to support it? So that's an option out off the bat. Do getting started. Installation updates. So this is actually a pretty good thing. It actually gives you a lot of it actually gives you like a lot of documentation right at your fingertips and some stuff that will help you, that will allow your system to run a lot better, etc. off the bat. So yeah. Complex input, require inputs, blah blah blah. Yeah, I know. You can install Steam from here. You can install Lutris. Play on Linux Wine. All this software. I wonder what happened to SoftMaker Office. Hold on. Let me look that up. Yeah, I just looked it up. Free Office still a thing. Yeah, I just haven't been hearing about it. You got a Twitter client. Don't know why you want to look at that cancer. Variety, wallpaper, slideshow utility, Komorebi. Ability to have animated video wallpapers. It's dead. I'll give that a try. On my host machine. So, yep. Got some other stuff, etc. Production, getting community. So far, it does a really good job of doing what it should be doing. So, yeah. So, I think it's time to do the final part. The review. So let's get the ratings. Open with Kate. So I think the first one off the bat we need to deal with speed. This thing was not the fastest thing in the shed. Not even close. It was, to be honest, when it came to speed, it had to be one of the slower ones I had to deal with. I have to give it a 2. Ease of installation, that is a full-on 5 though. Repository size, we're including Flatpak out off the bat, as well as having using Ubuntu repository, etc., etc., etc. It's a 5 out of 5. Stability doesn't seem like doesn't seem like I'm going to easily break it or whatever. Plus, it's using Ubuntu LTS from what it seems. As it's back, it's a 5 out of 5. Ease of use, I think that seems to be a 5 out of 5, to be honest. It has pretty much similar core utilities that are just as good. And note Ubuntu, you can find the same types of core utilities as you could probably find. Extra for how easy it was to make the thing work with a virtual machine compared to other distributions. That's a point for how well made it was. That's another one. As well as for how good, as well as for like how nice the layout was, the amount of options it gave for like a layout, etc. That's good. Okay for daily use. It's okay for daily use. Overall, bring out my calculator. And we're just going to do 5 plus... I'm done. 5 plus 5 plus 5. And then... No. Plus 2 plus 5. Then we're going to do that and then divide by 2.5. 8.8. No, add a plus 1. No, 8.8 plus 1. That's a 9.8. So this already just gets a 9.8. And yeah. Another really nice distribution off the bat. Let's just name this as FerenOS review.txt and close out of this. Overall, will I use this as a daily driver? Yes, I would. It seems like it looks like a really good distribution, a professional distribution, and some Linux men should probably fear, to be honest. Yeah. Looks like some promise in that. This has been Builder Shed. Hope to see y'all next time. See ya.